Okay, so we've got example 3, and this one says to solve a triangle ABC if side A is 12, side B is 18, and side C is 7, and round your answer to the nearest tenth. This time it says solve the triangle, and that means that we need to give the answer for all the parts of the triangle. We have all 3 sides, so we're going to add to that. We want all 3 angles. So I'm going to just make a note over here. We want triangle or angle A, angle B, and angle C when we're all done. So let's draw our triangle. And this will be triangle A, B, C, and then so the sides opposite are given. The side opposite angle A is 12, the side opposite angle B is 18, and the side opposite angle C is 7. So this time we have a side-side-side triangle. We don't have the angle itself. Let's just start with the equation that we're given originally, which is our c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab times the cosine of angle C. Since we have to find all of our angles anyway, we'll just start with angle C here. And fill it in. We have c squared equals, there actually no c. C is 7, so 7 squared equals 12 squared plus 18 squared minus 2 times 12 times 18 times the cosine of angle C. We don't know C, so we're going to solve for capital C. Do a little simplifying. It's quite a bit of work involved. It's 49 equals 144 plus 324 minus and we're going to find the product of that 2 times 12 times 18, which is 432 times the cosine of C. Now I can't subtract 432. Again, it's going to have to stay with the cosine over here for a little while. But I can add those two together. That gives us 49 equals 468 minus 432 cosine of C. I want to subtract 468 from both sides, and I get negative 419 over negative 432. Kind of got ahead of myself a little bit. Negative 419 equals negative 432 cosine of angle C. I kind of bring my problem back up here, have a little bit more room. And then I wanted to get cosine by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by negative 432. And that gives me cosine of C equals, I went ahead and divided by negative 419 divided by negative 432. And I'm going to get, again, I want to take it out several place values, 9699. That's the cosine, not the angle. And I need the angle, so I'm going to have to do the inverse cosine. C is the inverse cosine of 0.9699. And so I get C is approximately 14.1 degrees. Okay, so I've only found angle C. So I'm going to have to do the same thing for either angle A or angle B. And actually, I'm just going to do the same thing for angle B. To make a little room, I'm going to erase some of the work that I have here. And we'll do the cosine, law of cosines for angle B as well. Okay, now let's do angle B. So we have to start with side B equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac times the cosine of angle B this time. So we're going to solve for angle B. B is 18, A was 12, and C is 7. And so we have 2 times 12 times 7 times the cosine of angle B there. There we go. Going to do some simplifying. So that's 324 equals 144 plus 49 minus 168 cosine B. That's the product here, is 168 cosine of angle B. 324 equals 144 plus 49 is 193. Minus 168, the cosine of B. Then I want to subtract, again, now 168 has to stay with the cosine. I'm going to subtract 193, though, from 324, and I get negative 168 cosine of B would then be equal to, if I subtract 324 minus 193, I get 131. So that's my current equation. I need to get cosine of B by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 168, negative 168. And so now I have the cosine of B, when I divide 131 divided by negative 168, I get negative 0.7798, and I'm going to do the inverse cosine to get B by itself. So B will be the inverse cosine of negative 0.7798, and so angle B is 141.2 degrees. Last one I do have to find is angle A. Angle A is going to be pretty easy to find because we can just use the fact that a triangle has a total of 180 degrees. So to find angle A, we're just going to take 180 minus the two angles that we have. So I would subtract 141.2, which is 38.8. And then I would subtract angle C, and I should get 24.7. So when I subtract 38.8 minus 14.1, I get 24.7. And that's the measure of angle A.